Alrighty, here is part 3 of the project. So, from last video, I did, I believe, another coat on here. On the sides here, you can see the difference in the paint here. I put paint in the front bumper. I don't know if I did that in the last video or not. My memory's terrible. But, got some new headlights on. As you can see, these are still halogens. They are just nicer ones. Now, what's special about these is, well, one's pretty obvious. The one has got an amber glass, but the other one, if you can look closely there, that square ring, or rectangular ring right here, that is a xenon light, I think is what it is. And I ordered it in blue. However, in the box, it says it's white. It is what it is. But this was a nightmare last night trying to get these swapped out because I had to snag the buckets that hold the lights in place off my Oldsmobile Delta 88 that's out back, because the original ones that are over here are so rusted on that I just kept stripping the screws out. So luckily the buckets were able to just bolt right in place on this one. Unfortunately, this one down here, unless I could find new adjusters, I cannot adjust this low beam because the screw that's in there, which is, you can't even see it because it's behind everything. It's held in by, I don't even know what the hell you call it. Basically, you like turn it and it locks in place, and then you turn it back another way, then it unlocks. It's one of those deals. It's not supposed to do that, but that being said, when you go to try and adjust the headlights, it just pops out of place, and then yeah. So that cannot be adjusted, so wherever that's at, that's just where it's at. These other three, though, you can still adjust. They're just very, very hard to turn. But I got them adjusted to where they were before. I did aim the high beams, or in this case, the amber lights. I did aim them just like 2 threads higher. So then moving back here, I changed out the lights that are in the opera lights here, which I can show here in just a second. And I can even show the headlights, even though the camera might not pick it up that great. And I apologize that I'm using a flashlight for lighting because there's no lights in this barn at all. The only light there is way over there, and it's dead. But you'll get that when you live in the north and it's cold out and you got a fluorescent light. But yeah, LEDs are better for cold applications. They just start right up. But the LED lights, they hurt my eyes. So it's fluorescent lights in our shop here. So anyway, there's the headlights. There's the amber highs. And back to that. With this. Now you can't tell me that didn't look pretty cool. Moving around here. Let's see the other side. Looks pretty sweet. Now, you know, I looked the laws up. You're not technically not supposed to run blues at all. But I see semi-truck drivers all the time with LED blue chicken lights. Well, this is a B-pillar light. And it's not a strobe, it's just a solid color. And they say you're not supposed to have blue underglow. You're not supposed to have blue headlights or blue taillights. Well, I never said anything about blue B-pillar lights. So I guess it just depends on who pulls me over for that or whatever. Hopefully that day never comes, but it is what it is. And if they want to try and say, oh, you can't have it, well, I got the original bulbs. I can swap them out real quick. It takes like 5 minutes. But anyway, I put 3 coats of paint here on the side. Honestly, I think I might have to do one more because I can still see through the underside right here. You can see. Yeah, I don't know. I might just roll along with it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel after this video. I might put another coat of paint on that. But we're getting really close to start putting the stripe on the side of the car here pretty soon. So, and moving back here, I just been working on this today. It looks rough at the second, but I just put the first coat of paint on this, and this is the spoiler that I've been working on all day, and I finally just got it done for the most part here. Now, I did not put paint on the back side. I'm going to put paint on the front side and see how it looks. And we got a little bit of runoff, but it's whatever. I don't care. I mean, the rest of the paint on the car is rough, so it only gives a character, right? Right. And the taillights. Can't tell me that don't look sweet. Yeah, because before these were supposed to be chrome. And the chrome, it pretty much turned to powder. So, let's see what that looks like with the car on. At least the light's on anyway. It's going to get really dark in here. Just give me a second. Come on, unplug. Do something. There. Not what I want to do. Okay. Alright, well, let's do right here. Let's not step in paint. I did that last night. Ooh. Just watch where the paint is. Okay. Well, I do have a bulb out. It's no big deal. I think I have a bulb somewhere. Now, I think the next thing I'm going to do, well, not the next thing, but I think down the road, I am going to probably put a sequential turn signal on this, so that way all 3 of these will blink in sequence. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So, and I think that look pretty sweet. But anyway, I'm back up to inside here. Now, I would do a video of me actually working on everything. However, I'm just working with my phone, and I don't have a tripod, and I don't have other cameras. So, unfortunately, I can't do that right now. So, I might buy a camera. I gotta get that real quick before it gets on the yellow paint. I already had a couple spots touch the yellow already, you know. Bother the hell out of me. Okay. I was holding the flashlight in my mouth because I didn't have 3 arms. But, I mean, you can see that there is a little bit of paint, which a lot of that's just paint dust and chips from when I ripped it, when I took the painter's tape off. I left some paint powder there behind, so it'll all get blown off. But yeah, I spent probably well over $200 to do this setup. Acrylic is not cheap. So if you guys were wanting to do your own spoiler or duck bill, whatever you want to call that, just know it's going to cost you north of $200 or better. Just a fair warning. So basically, acrylic, I think that might be a 1/4 inch. I wanted it thick. I didn't want it thin. L brackets. These are 90-degree angles. However, I bent them back quite a ways. And to get it all where I want it, those are like, I think like $1.50 a piece. Then the screws or the bolts, whatever you want to call that. I don't remember how much those were. I think those were like a few bucks. And the splitter rods I got on Amazon or eBay, whichever. I think it was eBay is where I got these at. You just type in splitter rods, and they got a whole slew of colors you can pick from. I wanted to get the silver ones because I think the silver ones look pretty sweet. Especially going with the black lip here, so yeah. I hope that drip doesn't go down anymore. I watched this one drip. It looks like I might do it again. But anyway, so in the next video that I do, I am probably going to be having this put together because I just got the riv nuts in the mail today to be able to do this. So the only thing I need to get is some sort of sealant to put in between the cowl here in the hood, so that way they don't leak through, I guess you can say. But yeah, so this should be bolted down in the next video. Then on the way I have a tachometer, because this car does not have one in here. It's just the speedometer. So I ordered an aftermarket tachometer. That should be here, I think, next week at some point. I think on the 1st. Then, hell, I think after that, as far as stuff that I want to do to this car, I think I might go with a different carburetor and an intake manifold, because the carburetors on these are junk. They're the VVs is what you want to call them. And then I got to do the brake lines on this because every single one of them leaks. So anyway, that's it. And until next time.